what's up? That's... Hi! Today on the show, we're talking about a chicken in a diaper?
Chicken diapers, yes. We'll be talking about a number of things, including chicken diapers.
Oh, so it's like a thing. It's not just a single chicken in a diaper.
Yeah, no, no, that's the interesting thing to me, and what I want to talk about, you know, we used to watch a lot of Shark Tank, we don't so much, but I think entrepreneurship is interesting. I thought, you know, there are a lot of ways we could go with that. Right now, I was reading an article about a guy who teaches business school, and he was talking, you know, 10 years ago everyone wanted to work for this company or that company. Now everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, and he thinks part of that is like the sort of Shark Tank culture, and that's sexy, I run my own company. But in fact, only 20% of startups last more than a year, and so, sure, go for it if you have a great idea, but maybe be realistic, and do you have a great idea? And maybe not everyone should. Maybe some people should go work at IBM or whatever, you know, big company, get mentored, develop, and then go out off on your own. Maybe they're, you know, so that's one thing that was interesting. But on the flip side of that, I always think, when I think about inventions, when I think about, you know, have you heard the phrase necessity is the mother of invention? I think that's Ben Franklin, but I could be wrong. I really do think the best inventions are when someone was like, how come nobody, why doesn't it ever, you know, so chicken diapers is sort of like the perfect example of that for me. This woman became sort of an urban, or I don't know if she's urban, but like sort of a backyard, she's not a farmer, she's more of a, like, I have a few chickens in a coop in my yard, and I guess...
it's a thing in Seattle.
It's a thing, this isn't necessarily local, but yes, it's a thing in Seattle, it's a thing in a lot of places, it's a thing in the modern world, which is great. But I guess for people who want domesticated chickens in your home or whatever, one option is chicken diapers, which she was making herself, and she sort of thought, how come this doesn't, you know, how come no one is selling this? Aha, started selling them. Now it's like a multi-million-dollar business, which this wasn't what she didn't go to school for sewing or for business or anything like that. And I think I like those stories, not even the stories of like drive and ambition, but the stories of someone who just kind of like, I fell into this because it didn't exist. I think I will play this. We are listening to Panic at the Disco. This is off of the live album. The one, and this is only available on vinyl. Is that correct, or is this available on CD also?
It's available on CD.
Okay, the original one is only on CD, and that is a fan club exclusive. Also, not an official Panic at the Disco album.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on their Spotify. It's an official thing. It's on their discography.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll see when they do their bust that like Fall Out Boy has released.
Oh yeah, right. It's in the.
What is the cover?
Of what?
The live album that we're talking about right now.
Oh, it's just sorry. It's white. It has. I think it's the band's facing away. There's water or something. It's real edgy. Ooh, I can bring it up.
Right on, sure. Yeah. We'll see if it gets. Yeah, no, I would love if they released that on vinyl as well.
They probably won't, because it's been like 10 years.
Well, and they're still releasing new albums, but oftentimes, you know, say 10 years from now, Brendan's like, I need a new edition on my house. Let's release that bootleg that we never put out on vinyl, or let's remaster all the original albums again, or whatever. Another greatest hits compilation.
Yeah, it's in their official like albums list too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not that I believe. Show it to the camera too.
Can you even see that?
Yeah. What is Spotify's doing something right now? I can't remember what. So we went to this. We went to the show. It was good. A lot of things.
We saw Pray for the Wicked, not this album.
I'm sorry. Yes, we saw Panic at the Disco on the Pray for the Wicked tour just last week at the arena. Live videos, including 9 in the afternoon, up on this channel. We will continue to do that throughout the week, month. I don't know.
Century.
Well, I don't know how many live videos I have. Again, I didn't get to.
Sorry.
Record the whole show. And and then in September we're going to be featuring Childish Gambino as our artist, and then in October, The Misfits as per every year.
I just put up a Misfits poster in my bedroom.
Right on.
Yeah. I cleaned the entire room.
Right on. And so we just listened to 2 Panic songs in a row. We will not be... If you really want to listen to a lot of Panic at the Disco, you should watch our unboxing, which we have
official Panic, or not official.
Our official. It is the official.
It's the official one for us. Panic at the Disco unboxing.
Yes.
We try on some jackets, light some incense, listen to some good music.
That is true. I don't know if I remembered to age restrict this episode. This show is we are a family, but this is not necessarily family programming.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's fairly fresh. We also shot that just this week, so if you're interested in, well, I know what I was going to play in honor of. The same weekend and night, Sub Pop had their SPF 30, which is their 30th anniversary. We didn't make it out to that, but people did. That's a big thing in Seattle. I'm playing, this is...
Two of my friends did.
Yeah, right on.
They were telling me about it. Cool.
This is Mud Honey, Touch Me, I'm Sick. Oh, you kind of can tell. So I just cut my hair. I have technically a little bit of a mohawk. I'm feeling a little fun. Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. It's fine.
I like your bun.
Yes. And then the same. Whatever. I thought. I thought that show came out really well. I find staying on topic stressful. I find it's a lot easier just to do a show like this where we just gotta go wherever it goes. But so we were talking about the Fall Out Boy times, Panic at the Disco. Obviously, the main connection there is fueled by ramen. But one thing, whenever I think of those 2 bands, I think of the drunk history that Brendan Urie did of Fall Out Boy. I just wanted to give a little shout out to that. But that's
there was a plan. This was like from 2 years ago, so probably not happened. But Pete said he was going to do one for Panic.
They should. No, they probably still could. Yes. In random other news in the world, except I believe this band is on Sub Pop. Flight of the Conchords did a sold-out concert in London, and they played old songs and new songs. It'll be airing on...
I didn't know they were still together.
Well, they haven't played together. That's why it was like, yeah, it's a big deal. They haven't played together in probably like 8 or 9 years. After the second season, I think they did one more tour. But that was like 2010 or 11 or something. Yeah. That's going to air October 7th on HBO. I'm sorry to hear that. In tragic news, Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, died last week. Lots of stories surrounding that, including Fox News accidentally ran a picture of Patti LaBelle as part of their tribute to her. Not even, people were saying, we're getting really defensive and saying, well, it wasn't intentional. I don't think anyone thought it was intentional. It's the fact no one in Fox News can tell the difference between Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle is what's kind of sad. But I'm not sure what city, I believe Detroit, a man was shot when 2 men argued over who should play Aretha Franklin in the biopic. And apparently the shooter was fairly insistent it should be Halle Berry. The other man survived, but they're going to be disappointed. It's Jennifer Hudson. The role has been cast, and it's going to be Jennifer Hudson. But should we show this?
Yeah.
The weird I don't know if you can. Yeah, can you see that? There's it's not showing on camera, but there's a gap all the way through that record, which I'm going to attempt to play through right now.
It works fine. It's really strange.
Yes.
You'll hear it a bit.
Yeah, you can hear the skip, but we're some Pink Floyd.
Yes. I'm going to grab my coffee.
Go for it. Would you be kind enough to grab mine as well?
Yes.
Thank you. You shine on you, crazy diamond. Thank you. My notes are all out of order this week. And it's going to be a pretty short show.
What time is it?
12:41. We are live. It is Sunday, as per usual. Do you want to show your Panic at the Disco mug?
Oh yeah, this mug is great.
Well, I don't really know what the story of that was, except that it was on clearance in the Panic at the Disco store, but I don't know what year it's from.
The facial expression
I know,
is so uncomfortable.
You can show it up close. Yeah, it's pretty cringy.
How do I even...
Just hold it still for a second and it'll autofocus.
I was just trying to show it in the right place.
The Satanic Temple of Arkansas erected a statue of Satan on the court steps to protest a statue of the Ten Commandments that already exists at the court. People pointed out that there are about 4,300 recognized religions in the world, so if they're going to get a statue for each one on their courthouse, I don't know. And so some people were freaking out about that. Some people thought it was funny. The Satanic Temple, it's important to know that they're not a national organization, but they have chapters all over, including Oregon. Actually, Oregon just broke from the national organization because the national organization hired a lawyer who has formerly defended Alex Jones. It's important to note, though, the ACLU has defended Nazis before. Some free speech is an important issue, and even though I feel a lot of people are fake using that to my free speech, but that doesn't mean free speech is not really still an important issue. And sometimes a lawyer, in the purpose of serving free speech, will defend. I don't know. In any event, but the Oregon doesn't like the national involvement with that. It's important to note the Satanic Temple does not, in fact, worship Satan. That what they believe in is scientific inquiry and promoting. That's it. Promoting scientific inquiry and respect for one another. That's actually that's their platform.
Yeah, you are my dad.
I am your dad.
My mom's told me about it.
Yes. Here in Washington, the Point Defiance Elementary was successfully sued, and they now have a Satanism club for children kindergarten through 5th grade, where they watch science and nature stuff and talk about why do you think this happened? They talk about climate change. They talk about.
I want to join.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I want to go to elementary school instead of high school. And join that.
And then in Bellingham.
Jesus, did you see that?
I did. You actually, I bet if we watch that in slow motion, the coffee left the cup and then came back.
Yeah.
We've been listening to this on 45 the whole time. That's great because that's a little bit of a slow song. I'm sorry, I said Bellingham. In Bellevue, there was a coach who had the football players praying on the field in violation of the Constitution. He was actually ordered by the school district to stop doing it, refused to do it. In response, the Satanists came. They actually tried to get the school to let them have an invocation on the field as well. That didn't happen, but they did have a ceremony outside the football field. A lot of people got a lot of press, and actually it was kind of more just like a happy, haha party. Again, I think they're more about promoting, you're ridiculous.
Let's be
ridiculous. My friend Sam, who I went to high school with, apparently DJ'd all Aretha Franklin set at the Brooklyn Bowl, because that's how cool my friend was. No, I don't know. Shout out to Sam, and I don't know how that went, but that sounded cool. I get to hear about these things on Facebook, but I don't. Alice in Chains.
Dad sharing his Facebook feed with us.
Sure. Alice in Chains. We were talking about Sub Pop. Alex in Chains, Low School Band, has a new album. It's first in, I think, 9 years. Recorded here in Seattle. The album is called Rainier Fog. So, pretty back to their roots, local.
I did not know Alice in Chains was local.
I don't know if I don't believe all members are from Seattle, but they're part of the Greater Washington or Greater Northwest extended family. In any event, the album is recorded at a studio called Studio X. It's the same studio they recorded their debut album. Back then it was called Bad Animals in 1995.
I think I prefer Bad Animals.
I kind of do too. There may be a reason they can't use that anymore. Oh, this is kind of important news, and maybe we're getting towards the end of the show. Roundup, glyphosate, the chemical that Monsanto produces and continues to insist is safe, even though they've actually been successfully sued because it gives people cancer. Has been found in Cheerios, Quaker Oats, Lucky Charms, Kind bars, Nature Valley granola bars. Basically anything with oats in it, whether they're conventionally grown or organically grown, has Roundup in it. Just FYI. This is not a recall, by the way. This is kind of just how it is. However, some boxes of Cheerios and some batches of Quaker Oats have it at concentrations that are dangerous. So those may or may not be subject to a recall. You should probably check your boxes or whatever. But in general, what are we going to do about like our food supply? I mean, this is the kind of thing. It's like I don't even know what to tell you. It's just like.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die. Guess I won't eat or die and or just die.
The old guy in the red shirt. Guess I'll die.
Yes.
Now I want to put oats in his hands, little Quaker Oats thing, where he's going like this, going, guess I'll die.
That gentleman, there's a picture of him wearing a shirt of the Guess I'll Die, and it's reported by his children that he doesn't really get or like meme culture, or he doesn't. Yeah. But that picture was taken by his wife, who's a stock photo photographer.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of stuff about Elon Musk I just don't want to get into. Nicki Minaj has a new song. I think it's good. She also got into it with her exes, Safari and Tyga. I don't know what's with the jungle-themed names of her exes. Claiming they both had hair plugs. I don't know about Safari, but Tyga came back to say, sure, Dr. Craig Zierlin, 1-888-690. 4011. Tell him Tyga sent you. So he's apparently not embarrassed. So yes, again, Craig Zierlin, tell him Tyga or Trash Pandas TV sent you. You got anything else? Anything else pressing you want to talk about this week? We actually talked about chicken diapers.
Chicken diapers.
Yes.
On my mom's side.
Shout out to all of them.
Yes, that's pretty cool. I can't think of anything else.
That's awesome. Sam Smith doesn't like Michael Jackson and people lost their shit. You can apparently, yeah. I think you can not like Michael Jackson, but yeah, I think that may not be acceptable. The FDA has approved Natural Cycles, the first app to prevent pregnancy. I like this the extended silent spit take reaction. It's like, I mean, you just slow-mo, like zoom in on that in slow-mo.
Those are coffee grounds.
I know. No thoughts here. Yeah, you were reacting to that.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't use it if I wanted to.
Sure.
Honestly, my high school gives out those free little things you can, they'll shoot them in your arm.
Yes, in Northland.
Yeah, if I do that, then that's what I'll do.
Right on. Okay, Lin-Manuel apparently snubbed Madonna backstage. This is another story about the intersectionality of old generation stars and new generation stars. Snubbed Madonna backstage at Hamilton. Apparently Madonna showed up late and was texting during the show. So, maybe she deserved it. Is that the note that we're going to end on for this show?
Celebrity drama? Sure, why not?
D from Twisted Sister has a... I know how we're going to end. We need to end...
That was a lot of...
Sorry, we need to end playing... can I do something? Here we go.
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper, Not Girls Just Want to Have Fun, because we promised it as the bonus track last week, but we ran out of time.
Oh, yeah.
On our Panic. Because he mentioned Cyndi and played Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yes.
Which, a clip of that is up on our channel right now.
Yes. It was all blue and yellow and... Oh, I just realized it was the pansexual colors. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but that's pretty cool.
I mean, those lighting directors are pretty... They think things out.
My friend roasted the shit out of the pansexual flag, and I'm kind of mad. I'm like...
Alright. I am playing He's So Unusual.
I just think of It's Not Unusual by Tom Hanks. It's not unusual.
No, that's not Tom Petty. That's Tom Jones.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's close enough.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to go. That's not. Yeah. Alaska Airlines has a Sub Pop plane that's decorated. It looks like stickers on a guitar case. Like it's just got a bunch of Sub Pop logos from various eras to honor the 30th anniversary. The latest release of 10 Bands, One Cause, which is an annual series of special limited edition records. Whoa! Typically, that gets me every single time. I'm sorry about that, folks.
Did I just
a little bit?
Whoops.
I'm going to close out with Hardy Danger, which is also recorded here in Seattle. This album from 1997 was recorded at Revelation Records, which is the studios, which is the studio, or it was formerly called The Shed, at the bus stop in Ballard that we would get off. That triangle-shaped building on the 40 bus stop, right across the street from Fred Meyer. There's like a triangle-shaped building. Yeah, this was recorded in here. And then you had no, across the street from there.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I got you now. It's called. It's owned by the guy Chris Waller from Death Cab for Kitty, and it's called, I want to say Hall of Sound or something like that. Anyway, 10 Bands, One Cause. These are limited edition albums. They come out on pink vinyl. Oftentimes they're re-releases, albums that are already available, but in a limited edition for Gilda's Club. And the latest edition is out this year. Includes Red Hot Chili Peppers, Ed Sheeran, My Chemical Romance, Anthrax.
Cancer Pathways.
Right. Cancer Pathways. They're called Cancer Pathways.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, is that the local one? Does Gilda's Club National still exist? Do we do this every year when I announce this? We should probably research this a little bit. Okay, thanks for watching. I think that's it.
I don't know the words, so I'm just saying acceptable.
Yeah. It's like 7 minutes till we should get you
Yes. Oh. I found my other phone charging, so I can keep this one here, but I'm still going to put this in my room.
Cool.
So I don't have to move it back and forth. And then